Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to review the movie uh, Predator 2 that came in 1990, sorry, mistake. And today we are going to do a full movie review, and we will talk about its fact. And as before, we all start with its overview and introduction. Predator 2 is a science fiction action directed by Stephen Hawking. And Stephen Hawking, serving as the sequel to the iconic 1987 film Predator, while the original was set in the jungles of Central America. Predator 2 shifted the setting to a British crime-ridden Los Angeles in the early 90s. The film attempted to blend the Predator mythos with urban crime drama, creating a darker, more dystopian atmosphere. Despite mixed critical reception, Predator 2 has gained a cult following over the years, appreciated for its gritty tone, ambitious ideas, and the unique setting within the franchise. And if we talk about plot summaries, it's set in 1997 Los Angeles. It's annual fate in chaos, gang violence, drug wars, and urban decay define the landscape. The story follows LAPD Lieutenant Mike Harrigan, played in Danny Glover, investigating a series of brutal murders and that seem to be connected to mysterious high-tech presence. As the violence escalates, Harrigan uncovers that the murders are the work of Predator, a deadly extraterrestrial hunter who has arrived on Earth, attracted by the chaos and activity of the city. The Predator begins targeting gang members, police officers, and civilians, hunting with advanced weaponry and cloaking technology. And if we talk about Harrigan teams up with a seasonal FBI agent, Gary Busey, and local informants to track the predator. The climax involves a tense confrontation in a subway tunnel where Harrigan fights to save himself and others from the alien hunter. The film ends ambiguously with Harrigan surviving the encounter but hints at the predator's ongoing presence on Earth, setting up potential sequels. And if we talk about themes and analysis, first we'll talk about urban decay and crime. The film vividly depicts 1990s Los Angeles, emphasizing themes of violence, corruption, and social decay, contrasting the jungle setting of the original with an urban battleground. And if we talk about survival and vigilance, Harrigan embodies the archetype of the cop fighting against overwhelming Oates, emphasizing themes of justice, resilience, and the human instinct to survive. The alien as a predator, the film explores the predator's role as an apex hunter, emphasizing themes of nature versus technology and the primal versus the civilized. And if we talk about cultural reflection, the gritty urban environment reflects fears related to crime, gang violence, and urban decline prevalent in the late 80s, early 90s America. And if we talk about characters, breakdown, and performance, Lieutenant Mike Harrigan, Danny Glover, charismatic, tough, and morally upright. His no-nonsense attitude and street-smart approach help him face the predator. And if we talk about Glover's performance, balance action heroism with a sense of personal struggle, especially scene where he confronts his own vulnerability. If we talk about Captain Phil and Man Graversary, an FBI agent with a gruff demeanor bring up a procedural and investigation perspective to this story. His character's skepticism about the supernatural elements adds a layer of intrigue. And if we talk about key supporting characters, Leona Mary Conchita Alonso, Harina's partner and confidant. And if we talk about Detective Lombard, Will Paxton, comic relief character, adding humor with tense scenes, and if we talk about King Bus and villains, the urban sounds often depicted as violent and unpredictable. If we talk about visual and stylistic elements, gritty urban aesthetics, the film captures the dark neon lit streets, graffiti covered walls, and run-down buildings. And if we talk about action sequence, intense firefight, car chases, and hand-to-hand combat, predator effects, use of practical effects, costumes, and animatronics to depict the alien creature with some CGI enhancement. And if we talk about soundtrack, features a mix of synth-driven score and gritty urban soundscapes complementing the tense atmosphere. And if we talk about the notable facts and trivia, director Stephen Hawking, known for his work on the Ghost and the Darkness, and the later the life and death of Peter Sellers. Talk about Danny Glover's role. His casting as Harrigan was a deliberate choice to bring a charismatic, no-nonsense hero to the franchise, contrasting uh, Arnold Scavenger's more muscular action hero persona. And if we talk about Predator design, the creature's design was slightly different from the original, with a more urban and gritty look, emphasizing its adaptability If we talk about urban settings, Predator 2 is one of the few entries in the franchise set outside the jungle, making it unique in tone and environment. If we talk about cameo actor Kevin Peter Hall, who played the Predator in the first film, reprised his role for the creature's appearance. And if we talk about reception and cultural impact, while the film received mixed reviews upon release, criticizing its tone, uh, criticizing its tone, plot, and deviation from the original, Predator 2 has garnered appreciation for its bold departure from the jungle setting. Its dark aesthetic and its urban style, it influenced subsequent entries in the franchise showcasing that Predator could thrive in different environments and narratives. The film also contributed memorable moments to pop culture, including the introduction of the infamous Predator skull trophy, which has become an iconic. And if we talk about memorable scene and moments, the opening chase, Harrigan's pursuit of a gang member through the graffiti-covered streets, the Predator's first appearance, the reveal of the alien cloaked in the city's shadows, heightening the suspense. The subway confronts the climax where Harrigan faces the Predator in a dark, claustrophobic tunnel, one of the film's most intense sequence. The trophy is called the Predator's collection of skulls, including that of a rival alien, emphasizing his role as a hunter. And if we talk about a sequel and franchise context, follow film the franchise expand with the Aliens as Predator 2004, Predator 2010, and the Predator 2018, with each exploring different themes and environments. If we talk about legacy, Predator 2 remains a divisive but influential and inspiring other sci-fi action films set in urban environments and forcing fan debates about its merit. And if we talk about conclusion and final thoughts, Predator 2 is a bold, gritty, and ambitious sequel that takes the franchise into a new environment, urban Los Angeles, delivering a dark, more atmospheric tone. While it may not have achieved a critical acclaim, it has become a cult classic cherished for its unique setting, Danny Govert's strong performance, and its visual action. It exemplifies a film willing to experiment with the popular franchise, blending sci-fi horror with the crime drama and offering a fresh take on the Predator mythology. For fans of gritty action, urban decay, and extraterrestrial hunters, Predator 2 remains a compelling watch. And if we talk about more, then we have to talk more, but it will take little time. If we talk about Predator 2 1990, the ultimate in-depth movie review, fact analysis and cultural background. Let's start with introduction or contextual background. Predator 2 is a science fiction action film directed by Stephen Hawkins and released in 1990. It stands as the second installment in the Predator franchise, a series that began with the groundbreaking 1987 film Predator, starting Arnold Scavengers. The original film was set in the jungle of Central America and became a classic of action and sci-fi cinema, blending tense survival horror with action. If we talk about Predator 2, is notable for its bold decision to save the setting from lush jungles to gritty urban Los Angeles. This movie was both experimental and controversial as it aimed to explore how the predator, an alien hunter, would adapt and operate in a modern city environment filled with crime, decay, and social unrest. The film arrived at a time when Hollywood was exploring darker, more stylized crime dramas and the urban setting, reflecting the cultural anxieties of the late 80s and early 90s, including rising gang violence, drug wars, and urban decay. Despite mixed reviews from critics, Predator 2 has gained a strong cult following, appreciated for its unique tone, ambitious storytelling, and memorable visuals. It's often regarded as a bold, underrated entry that expands the franchise's mythology. And if we talk about detailed plot breakdown and narrative structure, first talk about setting and atmosphere. It was set in 1997, the 7 years after the original. Los Angeles is depicted as a dystopia overrun with gang violence, police corruption, and social disorder. The city is portrayed visually with neon lit streets, graffiti, rundown buildings with a pervasive sense of chaos. The film's aesthetic is deliberately darker and grittier than its predecessor, emphasizing urban decay. If we talk about opening sequence, the film opens with a high-octane city chase involving LAPD officers pursuing gang members through the street. The scene stabilizes the dangerous, lawless environment, setting the tone for the gritty narrative. The chase ends in a warehouse where a brutal gang shootout occurs, culminating in the discovery of a mysterious high-tech artifact on aliens. If we talk about main character and introduction, Lieutenant Mike Harrigan, a veteran LAPD officer known for his toughness and integrity. If we talk about Captain Phil Hanneman, an FBI agent with a no-nonsense attitude brought in to assist in the investigation. Leona Maria Conchita Alonso, Harrigan's partner and confidant. And if we talk about Detective Jerry Lambert, comic relief, humorist, and somewhat naive cop. If we talk about gang leaders and criminals portrayed as violent and individually representing the chaos of the city. And if we talk about plot development, Harrigan's and his team investigating the mysterious murders of gang members, victims with their bodies riddled with strange injuries. Soon Harrigan notices strange phenomena, disappearance, a high-tech gadget, and an alien presence. The investigation leads to discover that a predator has arrived on Earth, hunting in the city for sport. The predator uses cloaking technology, advanced weaponry, and brutal tactics. Harrigan's team begins to unreveal the alien pattern, targeting those involved in legacy in illegal activities but also taking civilians. If we talk about confrontation and climax, the climax builds as Harrigan tracks the predator into an abandoned subway tunnel. The final confrontation is tense, with the Harrigan facing off against the alien in a claustrophobic setting, utilizing makeshift weapons and cunning to survive. The scene culminates with Harrigan managing to defeat the predator using a combination of ingenuity and brute force. If we talk about ending and ambiguous resolution, Harrigan survives the encounter, but the predator's body is left behind, along with its trophy skull. The film ends with Harrigan observing a mysterious figure, the predator's body being taken away by unseen forces, implying the creature's ongoing presence on Earth. If we talk about themes and symbolism, urban decay and social commentary, the film vividly depicts the decline of urban America. Crime, corruption, poverty serving as a backdrop for the predator is hunting ground. It reflects fear of social collapse and lawlessness, using the city as a metaphor for chaos and primal survival. If we talk about vigilantes and heroes, Harrigan's character embodies the archetype of the law informant's hero, vigilance, morally upright and resourceful. He is high against the predator, symbolize human resilience and the fight for justice amid overwhelming odds. The predator is as a primal hunter. The predator's design and behavior emphasizing primal instincts, hunting for sport trophies and dominance. Its technological power provides contrast with its minimalistic hunting methods, symbolizing the clash between nature and technology. If we talk about cultural reflection and social fears, the film explores fears of urban chaos, violence, and social breakdown. The predator as an alien interact as a mirror for the social violence and fears of invasion or external threats. If we talk about survival and humanity, arrogance struggle by highlighting human perseverance, ingenuity, and normal morality. The film questions what it means to be human when faced with an almost unstoppable predator. And if we talk about character analysis and performance breakdown, Lieutenant Mike Harrier, Danny Glover, Wolf Woodruff, and Harriet in Media. Is a cop who refuses to back down. His character is layered tough from the outside with a sense of morality and compassion. His signature line, "You are one, mean it's some abuse, so I will not tell you." Encapsulate its no it attitude. His approach to the predator is strategic, combining street smarts with tactical thinking. If we talk about Captain Phil Hanneman, Gary Busey, a hardened FBI agent with a pragmatic attitude. His skepticism about the supernatural element of the predator adds tension and realism. His character provides exposition and investigation expertise. Luna Maria Conchita Alonso, Harrigan's partner who provides emotional support and is capable of represent the human side of the story amidst alien sounds. And if we talk about Detective Larry and Lambert, Bill Paxton provides uh, I forgot where I was. The Predator features a more urban, gritty redesign with a darker color palette and its behavior is more brutal and relentless with the original emphasizing its role as a relentless hunter. The Predator Trophy Skull collection include a fellow alien emphasizing its nature as a predator of predators. If we talk about visual and cinematic style, firstly talk about cinematography. Use of neon lighting, shadow, and rain-soaked streets create a noise and dystopian atmosphere. The dark, gritty aesthetics with reinforced through color grading and camera angles. Action sequences are dynamics with frequent close-up and quick cuts to high intention. And if we talk about practical effect and creature design, the Predator costumes combine practical effect with animatronics, giving it a menacing, realistic appearance. The cloaking technology is depicted through CGI and clever camera tricks. The trophy skulls are prosthetics, adding the horror aesthetics. Sound. If we talk about sound and music, score features synth heavy tense music that enhance the urban noise vibe. And if we talk about sound effects like cloaking noise, hypnotized fire, and alien growls, high-ends the sensory experiments. Experiences Will Paxton's humorous lines are delivered with exaggerated bravado, adding levity. If we talk about production and behind the scene insights, director Stephen Hawking, known for his interest in darker, more atmospheric storytelling, he aimed to create a more mature gritty sequels. Costing Danny Glover was chosen for his charisma, strength, and ability to portray a tough moral of filming location mainly shot in Los Angeles, utilizing real urban settings to add authentic authenticity. And if we talk about creature effect, use the combination of practical effect, puppetry, and CGI, an innovative approach at the time. If we talk about design inspiration, the Predator's redesign was influenced by urban graffiti, street art, and a more menacing aesthetics, darker, more aggressive. If we talk about cultural impact and legacy, cult classic status, despite mixed reviews, fans embraced Predator 2 for its bold setting, intense action, and unique visuals. Influence, if we talk about influence on genre, the film demonstrated that the Predator could thrive outside the jungle, inspiring future films to explore different environments, iconic scenes, and visuals. The Predator trophy skull, the subway's confrontation, the Harrigan's catchphrase have become memorable. If we talk about pop culture reference, the film depiction of the Predator skull trophy has been referenced in various media, cementing its iconic status. If we talk about memorable scene and iconic moment, the gang shootouts stabilizes the violent, chaotic environment. First, a predator reveals the clocked alien lurking in urban shadow. The subway fight, a tense, claustrophobic battle where Harrigan faces the predator head on. The trophy skull collection visual striking, emphasizing the predator's hunting prowess. Aliens final stand using makeshift weapon, and technical cunning outsmarts the predator. If we talk about sequel and franchisee context, follow film the franchisee expanded with entries like Aliens vs Predator. If we talk Predator 2004, Predator 2010, and the Predator 2018. Expansion of mythology, Predator 2 influenced new elements, urban hunting, alien trophies, and the Predator's adaptability. If we talk about legacy, the film influenced future sci-fi and action movie, emphasizing gritty realism and urban horror. And now, if we talk about conclusion and final reflection, Predator 2 is daring, visually striking, and thematically rich sequel that takes the franchise in a new direction. It's a portrayal of an extraterrestrial hunter in the urban jungle is both innovative and provocative, while not universally acclaimed. It has earned its place as a cult classic, appreciated for its dark tone, intense action, and unique aesthetics. The film challenges viewers to think about society's fears, urban violence, lawlessness, external threats, and how humanity might confront an apex predator in the modern world. It remains a fascinating chapter in the Predator saga, blending sci-fi horror and crime drama into compelling, if flawed cinematic experience. Mm, Now let's talk about more. It will take little time, guys. I already let this. Western guys, now let's go for our movie review. Predator 2 1990 is the most comprehensive, in-depth movie review analysis and fact compilation ever. Predator 2, the bold shift in franchise direction. Predator 2 stands as a daring experiment in franchising franchise filmmaking following the long-time now monumental success of Predator 1997, a film that combines high-octane action with the primal horror. The creator decided to take the franchise into uncharted territory, the gritty, dangerous streets of Los Angeles in the late 12th, 20th century. This movie was both innovative and risky. As it evolves from jungle setting and immersed in urban dystopian aesthetics. The film was released in 1990, a period marked by rising urban crime rates, social fears about social decay, and fascination with gritty styles crime drama. Predator 2 reflects these cultural currents, blending science fiction with noir crime storytelling. Despite its mixed critical reception upon release, the film has grown in stature over the years. Appreciated by fans for its atmospheric visuals, bold thematic choice, and a unique portrayal of the Predator mythos. And if we talk about production and development, Bro, what we should watch? Peter broadcasting and creative choice. Danny Lova's left teen and my career replacing Arnold. Discovering yourself. That's from the original novels. Casting with a significant is cherished by team. My persona brought a different energy and made the hero more relatable. Gary Busey was cast as FBI agent. Few Hanneman added procedural no-nonsense element to the investigation. The creature design was reimagined with a darker, more aggressive look emphasizing urban fit and street art influence. If we talk about filming and visual filming took place primarily in Los Angeles, utilizing real city looks and opinions, authenticity, the cinematography employed noir aesthetics, use of shadow, rain, night shoots, and neon lighting evoke a dystopian cityscape. The production relied heavily on practical effects, puppetry, and early CGI to bring the predator and other effects to life. Repeater in-depth plot analysis and scene by scene breakdown. The opening sequence inserting the film opens with high-speed chase through Los Angeles graphite covered streets. This destabilizes the city's chaos and serves as an immediate contrast to the last jungle of the original. The chase culminates in warehouse where a gang shootout occurs. And a mysterious high-tech skull is discovered foreshadowing the alien presence. We talk about introduction of main character. Harrigan is introduced as seasoned cop with a strong moral compass in relationship with his partner in indicated the arrival of FBI agent, and the man introduced a bureaucratic investigative perspective contrasting Harrigan's street smart approach. We talk about investigation and rising action. The story progresses as Harrigan uncovers a series of violent murders linked to fire, strange injuries, and high-tech weaponry. The city violence act as a backdrop reflecting social fears. The predators' first appearances of black holes were through scenes of gloom, shadow, and alien sound, and a sense of lurking when the predator finally reveals itself, cloaked in the shadow itself. Tense visual stream movement emphasizing its stealth and money. If we talk about thematic deep dive, urban jungle and social decay, the city isn't just a setting, but a character itself. The film explores the chaos of urban decay, graffiti, violence, corruption, and how these elements creates a wilderness within civilization. The predator, a creature of primal instincts, thrives in this environment, hunting amidst reserves. Strong was a predator as a primal hunter and symbol. The predator embodies primal hunting instincts, trophies, dominance, and survival. It's designed and behavior emphasizes minimalistic traits contrasting with advanced technology. Its collection of scope and building Alien symbolizes its role as predator of predators a top hunter that respects strength and skill, morality and humanity. The highest character underscore themes of humanity, resilience, and human dignity. His fight against the predator symbolizes humanity's struggle to hold into morality and survival in a world between the one serves if we talk about fear and external threats. The film taps into fear of invasion and external threats, alien predators invading urban environments, disrupting social order. It questions how society would respond to an apex predator that defies human understanding. We talk about technology and prime ministries. The predator's technological prowess, cloaking device, plasma weapons classes with its animalistic methods, executions, vodka, nature of technology and dimension. If we talk about character studies and performance, Lieutenant Mike Harry and Danny Glover, layered hero, tough Morris Woods, Glover's performance is gritty and dual embodying the archetype of combating against women. His line, "You are one," means becoming iconic, representing his duty. Resilience. His character demonstrates leadership, compassion, adaptability. Captain Phil Henneman Gary Busey, pragmatic, skeptical FBI agent who provides procedural expertise. His skepticism about the supernatural elements adds realism, grounding the story in a more believable universe. Riuna Maria Conchita Alonso, Arrigan's partner of playing close by supports and competence, represent the human elements amid sound and alien threat. Detective Jerry Lambert with Paxton, commonly providing humor and levity intense movement. His character takes death early and influence for the resident unpredictability of the predator. The predator predated as more aggressive, darker, and more intimidating than in the original. His trophy skull, especially the alien skull, highlight its role as a hunter of hunter. Its behavior is relentless, brutal, and animalistic, emphasizing its primal nature. If we talk about cinematic technique and visual effects, if we talk about cinematography and lighting, we use shadowy neon lights and urban landscape create a noir aesthetics. Night scene device suspense and mystery. Camera angles often places the views in the highest perspective, high in intention, creature effect and design. Dominant costume, animatronics, and puppetry. The editor's vision incorporates elements of street art and refined with a darker, more menacing look. Cloaking effects combine CGI and practical tricks, creating the signature invisibility. Sound and score, synth heavy music and score, the urban dystopia, sound effects such as cloaking noise, plasma blast, and alien rules high-end immersion. The emphasizes fear and adrenaline. Photography and the scene, insight and triumph. Writer Stephen Hawking aimed to create a film with a darker tone, emphasizing atmosphere and character. The Predator's design was influenced by urban graffiti, street and tribal motifs, Danny Glover trained extensively for the role, emphasizing physicality and combat skills. Kevin Peter Hall reprised his role as retirement in 2020. The original the film urban setting was shot real endless location adding authenticity. The special effect used a combination of practical effect and CGI, innovative for the time. From cultural and franchise impact, the film solidified that the Predator should operate outside of was expanding its methods. The trophy skull scene became iconic, inspiring countless movies and reflects the urban setting. Influence director sci-fi and horror film emphasizing gritty realism. Predator 2 inspired fans to imagine the Predator as an adaptable, universal hunter. The world's legacy and fan reception. While initial reviews were mixed, criticizing the film's tone, plot, and pacing, developed a dedicated fan base over the years. Its bold aesthetics, intense action, and dark tone have earned it a cult classic status. The film influence extended into pop culture, with reference in movie counts and video games. The depiction of the Predator's trophy collection remains an iconic visuals. Whenever sees an iconic moment, the gang soon out destabilizes the violent chaotic environment. First look, the Predator shadows lurking in urban alleyways. Sub-final Thor fight attends claustrophobic battle with Harrigan. The trophy skull collection visuals striking and symbolic. Harrigan's survival and reflection, the film's ambiguities open questions about the Predator's ongoing presence. To our concluding thoughts and critical reflection. Predator 2 is a cool atmospheric and thematic ritual that appears to reinterpret the franchise in a new environment. It's a depiction of urban decay, social fear, and primal hunting instincts. Creates a compelling yet imperfection cinematic experience. While it differs from the original jungle setting, it added layers of complexity, highlighting the predator's adaptability and the human spirit. Resilience remains a fascinating chapter, inspiring future creators to explore new environment and themes within established franchising. Mr. Anwar, we're going for moral to a little time, guys. We talk about predator identity is the most extensive in-depth definitive analysis, breakdown, and compilation level. Data introduction pioneering a new realm for predator franchising. Predator 2 represents one of Hollywood's boldest experiments, transforming a successful genre hunting sci-fi action into a creepy urban crime genre. Enormous success of Predator 1987, the film redefined the action genre by blending horror scenes and fiction and portraying adventures. The filmmaking Lord was juxtaposed the prime animalistic nature of the predator with the chaos of modern urban life, reflecting social fears of violence, decay, and external threats during the mid-80s and early 90s of the Predator universe. Over the years, Predator 2 has become a dedicated cult following, appreciated for its audacity, visual style, and thematic depth that stands as a unique country, an ambitious, gritty, and complex film that merits extensive analysis of historical and predictive production context, development, and conceptualization. The film development was driven by the desire to reinvent the franchise movie away from the jungle settings to explore how the predator would operate in an urban environment filled with sounds and social upheaval. That Christopher Nolan known for his atmospheric and suspenseful storytelling was chosen to helm this project. His vision was to create a darker, more mature tone, emphasizing more character depth and social commentary. With our casting and character choice, wait for a little, guys. Our Gary was an FBI agent and what of procedural replacement. Escapism, balancing versus street smart toughness, Mario Conchito's united emotional depth and a human element to the story. With Paxton as detective, Jerry Lambert provide comic relief for his character that are living. Films underscore the danger and seriousness of puppet robot design, special effects. The Predator design was remade. Nakamura aggressive aesthetic influenced by street art and graffiti emphasizing its urban environment. Practical effect, costume, puppetry, and Palashija were used extensively to make the picture and have to life. If we talk about in depth, the plot breakdown and scene analysis, talk about opening scenes and urban atmosphere. The film opens with the high speed through Los Angeles, graphite streets, security, neon lit setting, emotional, immersive visuals to intensity, theatric on sound, disaster realistic tone, harmonic new violence. The scene culminates in a monstrous superhuman high-tech aliens setting the central mystery. The soundtrack stances in the school film of chaos and impending danger. Without introduction of key characters and their dynamics, elegance, the character season, morally upright cop known for his resilience and relationship with Leona emphasizes compassion and ambivalence. Our Leona Harriet's part and confident representing technologies and emotional element of pragmatic FA agent. Skeptics of supernatural explanation, adding procedural authenticity. If we talk about investigation and rising action, the team investigates murder with strange injuries. Victims reveals with height and brutal odds. The city gains violence and social unrest are woven into the narrative, reflecting social ills. The predator's presence is instead through subtle cloud triggers and weird sound. First reveals it a tense moment cloaked in darkness, and beside them is still and predatory nature. The word hermetic confrontation. The final act unfolds in the abundance of it unknown. The claustrophobic battleground Harrigan uses his weights and makeshift weapons and traps to face the fate, resistance and brutal, emphasizing humanity versus alien technology. Harrigan's cleverness and resilience lead to the predator's downfall. It's a final showdown where the hero outsmarts the hunter. Toward ending and ambiguous closer, Harrigan survives the predatory trucking skull and the body are taken away by mysterious forces, implying that the alien threat presents the closing scenes leaves open questions about which encounter setting the stage for future franchise entries. The thematic exploration and symbolism, urban violence and social decay, cities depicted as jungle rundown between graffiti lines and Charles the product, an apex predator and urban violence, symbolizing family chaos within civilization. The predator as a hunter of primal force. The predator is designed and behavior emphasizing animalistic instincts of behavior hunting. As for dominance, it's a collection of icebergs, including a alien civilization. Rule as a predator of predators, a creature that has strength and skill. Humanity. Given Aryans, morality, resilience, compassion, unity, is fight against the predator, civilization, struggle to maintain morality and survive chaos, Paxton and negative. The film taps into social fears of invasion, national threat, in the background of social order. The predator is a metaphor for external chaos invading the playground of civilization. We talk about technology versus instinct. The contrast between the predator's advanced technology and primal hunting tactics raises questions over the nature of survival. Technological advancement truly advantage of urban. Primal instincts remain dominant. Cognitive plays performance is Lieutenant Mike Harrigan, Danny Glover. Alien hero, tough moral and truthful. His determination and resilience are central to the film's emotional goal. Talk about memorable, you are one man. I can't say that word, it's ambiguous. Capturing is great. Captain Phil Henneman, very busy, provides procedural expertise, couples and the grounded perspective. His interaction with the arrogance highlighting themes of bureaucracy versus street justice. The early playful humorous antics provides dividing his duality early in the human for the latter nature of predator. If we talk about the predator, he is designed as darker, more aggressive. Its trophies symbolizes its predatory nature and respect for strength. Its animalistic behavior emphasizes primal instincts visual and cinematic techniques. If we talk about cinematography, use of shadow and neon lighting creates night as to appear aesthetics. We talk about feature effect and design practical effect costumes, puppetry animations, being the predator cloaking effect, big planned CGI with practical tricks, creating the sickness, reduce the design incorporating what is related urban build. If we talk about behind the scene and production driver development script name for darker atmospheric tone and character the predators design are influenced by street art, defied and tribal motifs. Kevin Peter people side continuity from the original. The city location was shot on real Los Angeles streets, adding authenticity to effect and CGI combined to create the predators and that the product would operate option including mental. Photography skull scenes become iconic, inspiring homages and references. Gritty urban aesthetics influence future films, comics, and games. Try to explain the difference a universe adding depth and complexity. If we talk about fan theories and Easter eggs, the alien skull in the trophy room could reference to other sci-fi icons such as the Predator skull assembly by Xenomorph, the Predator skull technology and aid future technological advancement in the franchise. The city's graphite and street art contains Predators hunting concept to the ending scene larger concept achieved that the Predator possesses ongoing government or secret organization. Meanwhile, if we talk about see visual highlights, the gangs without sex, the predators to survey confrontation, trophy, skull collection, striking, symbolic of the predators, best arrogance, final three attachment to human ingenuity and love. If we talk about confusion, complex and conflicts. Predator 2 is a pioneering sequel that dared to reimagine the franchise in a radically different environment. Its exploration of social decay, environment, human resilience makes it a rich subject for analysis. Despite initial mixed reviews, it has earned its place as a cult classic, inspiring future creators to think outside the box. Film themes remains relevant urban eternal threats and the primal nature of survival, making it a timeless piece that continues to inspire fans and scholars alike. It challenges viewers to consider how civilization mask a wilderness within and how primal forces and modern offsetting. If we talk about more, advanced analysis, breakdown, and completion. Let's start with introduction of franchise reinvented in the urban jungle, created to stand as a bold, ambitious collection of religion. 1990s, it dared to move away from the family genre setting to the original film plan. Alien entered into the sound of Los Angeles urban decay. This daring shift reflected later 20th century social fears, urban violence, crime decay, and external threats, making the predator a symbol of primal sounds invading modern civilization. This film is not merely a sequel, it's a genre-bending reimagining that mixes science fiction, noir, crime, drama, horror, and social movements. Audacity to explore new thematic territories and visual styles has cemented its place as a cult classic cherished by fans for its gritty atmosphere, complex character, and layered storytelling. Over struggle and development context, origins, and conceptualization following the success of Predator in early December. Business production companies sought to expand the universe, so the challenges was to retain the franchise's core elements. Alien undertook advanced technology while exploring new environments and themes. power development and critics directed Stephen Paxton was very pretty less than just to play acting the dark and more which told me reason emphasize mood character development and social allegory over straightforward action that him to be a commentary on the social media and pragmatics lurking in potentiality over casting and characterizing standing out as Lieutenant Nick. They regained a choice that brought a different energy compared to Arnold's Cravager's touch, lower charisma, toughness, and dual made him an ideal protagonist. Here you say, as a agent, when a procedural expert who provides a grounded historical perspective. Maria Conchita Alonso as Diana Williams, partner representing human resonance and emotional depth. Will Paxton as Detective Jerry the word comic relief whose early time I understood the data and predictability of the predictor. Over design and self innovations. The Predator's design was heavily influenced by street art, refined and tribal motifs, emphasizing its adaptation to urban environment. The creatures look was darker, more aggressive, with more menacing Sheila. With our detailed plot breakdown and scene by scene events. First, our opening sequence and atmospheric setting. The film opens with a high-speed chase through purified covered alleyways and neon-lit streets, immediately immersing viewers in Los Angeles' gritty urban landscape. The neon orange slick street and shadowy figures at the lower movement. The opening emphasizes how the city has modernized. The scene culminates in a warehouse shootout containing a high-tech skull and hinting at a terrestrial presence. The music is tense and heavy, amplifying suspense. Introduction of main character and their dynamic. Regan is introduced as a seasoned, morally upright cop, tough, compassionate, and resilient. Luna complements the leaders, providing emotional support and tactical insight. Edman embodies bureaucratic skepticism, providing professional authenticity. So, it was review of this movie, Predator 2, and I hope you like it. And in this video, if there was any mistake, then I apologize for that. Thank thank you for being here, for supporting. So it's the end of the movie. Goodbye.